So, I heard you want a code.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 7 of our Roblox scripting tutorials. In this episode, I'm going to teach you about some basic events, which basically is how you'll run code when something happens in your game. So let's say, for instance, when a player is added to your game, so a player joined, you want to run some code, and we'll figure out how to do that in a sec here. You can also do things like when a part is touched by a player, you can run some code. You can do things like when the player respawns his character, then it can run some code. And yeah, so let's get started. In server script service, I'm going to put in a script. And then I'm also going to paste in my formatting that I normally use throughout my scripts. And we're going to start by saying, or getting a reference to our players service, which is this right here. So let's say local underscore p equals game get service players. Just like that. And then we are going to work on when a player is added. So let's say underscore p dot player added connect function, and in the arguments, since it's a player added event, it gives you the argument of the player. So let's just write player, and now we've got a function connected to our player added event, which gives us the player. So one thing you'll commonly find in Roblox games is that when the player is added, it creates some sort of stats for the player. So let's do that. Let's say local player stats equals instance dot new folder. And this is saying pretty much like a script is an instance. It's an instance of a script. A part is an instance. It's an instance of a part. So everything is pretty much an instance except for your services. By saying instance.new, you're saying create a new and then whatever type of instance you're looking for. In this case, we're looking for a folder. So it's saying create new folder. And then we're going to say that our player stats dot name equals, let's just say leader stats. And then we're going to say local cache equals instance.new int value, which is saying create a new number value, whole number value. And we're going to say cache.name equals cache. And then we're going to say cache.value equals 100. So when the player joins, they'll start with 100 cache. And we're also going to parent this cache int value to our player stats folder. And then we're going to parent our then we're going to parent our player stats folder to our player. Now you'll see when you join that you have inside of your player there's this leader stats folder and our cache. And it also shows, because it's named leader stats just like this, that it makes a little addition to your player list, which shows the player's cache. Now let's say we wanted to do something when the character is added. So let's do player dot character added connect function, and then in the arguments it gives you the character. So let's say character. Oh jeez, I'm tired. Sorry. And then we are going to do, let's get the humanoid. So local humanoid equals character, wait for child, humanoid. And what this is doing is when the player's character is added, then we get the character and we get the humanoid from the character, but we wait for it because it might not be loaded in right away. Now, let's say we just want the humanoid dot walk speed. So this is how fast your player walks. Let's just say we wanted it to be like 30. And then when we play, you'll see that I now walk really fast. Just like that. And so basically, this is saying that when a player is added, we create some player stats. And then when the character is added, we change their walk speed to 30. So those are two basic events here, the player added and the character added event. Now, another event that you might see commonly throughout games is a mouse button one click event. So in order to visualize when the player clicks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my starter player scripts. I'm going to add a local script. And in here, I'll paste in my formatting. And again, we're going to get the player service by doing _p equals game get service players. And then we're also going to get the player's mouse. So to get the player, what you do is local player equals _p dot local player. So this is the player that this script is being run on. So in this case, since the script is inside of starter player scripts, it runs for each player individually, meaning that you can get the local player and it'll affect each individual player that plays your game. So next, we're going to get the mouse, which is local mouse equals player get mouse, just like that. And now, let's say we wanted to do something when the player clicks. So let's say mouse dot button, or let's say dot button one down. Can you say click here? No. So button one down, connect function, and just like that. So basically what this is saying is when the mouse button 1, which is our left click on our mouse, when that is pressed down, then we connect a function. So in this, I'm just going to say print mouse button 1 was pressed down. And when we play, you will see that when I click now, it says mouse button 1 was pressed down. Click again and it does it again. And you can keep doing it. And so that is another simple event, which is the mouse button 1 down event. And I'll show you guys one more event, which will be the .touched event. So we've already gone over this in one of our videos, but I'm just going to do it again because this video is about events. So let's let's say a reference to our part. So local part equals script.parent. So that's going from the script to the parent of the script, which is this part. And then we're going to say part.touched connect function. And in the arguments, it gives us what part touched our part here. So which object touched it. So we're going to say touched part. And then we can say something like, let's say touched part destroy. And now you'll see that when I come into the game, it deleted the base plate. So let me just anchor this real quick. Anchor that, and then let's play again and see if that happens. Okay, so it should remove one of our feet, and then more of us as we go. So now I'm missing a foot. Oh, now I'm missing my legs. Oh no, this is not good. But yep, this is exactly what we wanted to happen. And now I'm missing my legs. Oh no, jeez. So yep, that is a .touched event. And this is basically how events are used throughout Roblox scripting. And now I am dead. But yeah, that is how events work. And this is just a basic tutorial on how to make use of these events. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. For now, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.